So yeah, we got some testing going on now. This is going to probably be the final update on this tent. I went in this morning. I couldn't help it. It rained some last night. And I was pretty pleasantly pleased that most of this tent was dry. And I'd like to say that all the places I thought were a problem, I think I've stopped all the leaking. And the one place it did leak, I think I caused that because it was right back here on this window. And I didn't have this hoop in it. If you remember the other video, I didn't have the hoop in it. And it was pouring into that window. So there's probably, I don't know, a quarter of a cup of water down here on the floor underneath this window. So I put the hoop in it. I got a towel. I dried it out. And we're going to see how it does. This water is it's just running off this tent. Just the way you would expect it should. I mean, it's pretty impressive the way it's running off. That water is just pouring off that tent. So anyway, we're going to let it rain some more. It's got about a ½ inch on it so far. Before this rain started, it had a ½ inch on it. We'll come back. Yep, that should do it. Yeah, it's impossible not to get water inside, but I'm going to try my best. If it's dry now, I'm going to declare this a success. And I'm letting water in now, but that's just inevitable. There's a little water there. There's a little water on the floor right here. Yeah, there's quite a bit of water here. This back wall is leaking. That's sad. It's kind of bumming me out. I think they're splattering over here. I don't know where it's coming from. It's around, there's a little drip right there. Oop. Line of water. Oh, that's too bad. That is too bad. Was that an inch and a quarter? Inch and a quarter of rain. We've got water inside the tent. I don't know if I want to continue with this or not. I could go around the bottom and seam seal the bottom where the tub meets the wall. This improved quite a bit. This is dry now where it was leaking. Well, no, it's leaking there. That's wet. That was a hard rain, but you're going to get wet. Well, I mean, not really. I mean, if you put your bed right here, it's perfectly dry. Well, I say it's perfectly dry. Here's water. And that comes from up here somewhere. And it's starting to rain again. Right here. Oh, that sucks. This tent may be unsealable, no matter how hard you want to. And I think I could seal this stuff with no problems, but it's around the walls. So you can't pull, if these walls had a toggle here where you could stretch these walls out in the middle, I think you could stop this. But they sag, and I've adjusted them several times. And I just cannot get them straight. I think it's a leaky tent, and you can't do anything about it. This is a fair weather tent. I still think, oh, sorry about my fingers there. I'm using my phone on this. I still think that water's getting in here. The rain was so hard that it's leaking through here. Giving it a fail. Fail, fail, fail. You would spend as much on sealant as you do the tent. The walls are doing fantastic. This feels perfectly dry. So the silicone really did a good job. All right, let's get out of here. Well, this is going to be the last bit that we talk about the Ozark Trail. I can't believe I put this much effort towards this $89 tent, but I had a lot of high hopes for it. So it leaks. It just leaks. We had 1.5 inches of rain. It wasn't a long, easy rain. It came down. It was raining really pretty hard. And it leaks like a sieve. The top doesn't so much leak. It's around the edges and the bottom. I'm not going to just continue buying tents. I like the Tipi tent because of the height, and it had bug protection. I don't need a hot tent. I live in East Texas. I can camp with a 3-season tent all year round. It's not a problem. So is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue working on it. 1 tube of sealer at a time. Spray some more silicone on it and just keep going. And I'll either seal it or turn it into a rubber room. But that'll just go on for who knows how long. But if you're looking for a tent that you don't have to work on, it's not the tent for you. Do something different. So this is a conclusion of it. And just going to have to, I'm just going to work with it. I've got the tent. I've spent so much time on it. Right now I have sealed a lot of the leaks in it. And it still has more to go. So I don't even have to set it up for really seam sealing the next. I could just put it on my lap and seam seal it and lay it down on the deck and let it dry. 1 seam at a time if that's what it takes. Or I'll just take it camping if it's dry and take my seam sealer with me. And every time I put it up, I'll just seal something different. So don't buy it. It looks like a great tent. It feels like a great tent. And it probably would be a great tent if it actually kept water out. Anyway, that's all. I'm not going to drone on any more about it. Just a little quick update for you on that. And let's move on to the next. We'll see y'all later, my friends. Take care.